Hello and welcome to another update video about XRP. So here, no change to the wave count from the previous video. In fact, so far it's worked out. Bear in mind, I highlighted here this trend reversal area in orange to indicate the risk because it already came down in the last video pretty much to the lower end of this support area. And a wave 2, which breaks below the 78.6 fib level. This, what we did here, is not a problem, but if it sustains there, then it indicates that maybe the count is wrong, or it will reset the larger degree wave 2, which would be possible, yeah, which I've already highlighted here in case that should happen. But so far it's holding it, yeah. But bear in mind, if it drops below the last low, that was the low from yesterday, then we will most likely have to change the count. I wouldn't trust it anymore. I already have highlighted this in orange as a higher risk turning point, which means there's a higher risk, in my opinion, of breaking. It's not the most, not the most probable count, or not the, well, it is the most probable count in my opinion, but it's not the count that I would trust really if I compare it to other coins. So, however, it's holding it. I did take the previous support area off the chart. I want to, we want to keep the chart clean. That one did work out, by the way, and then we moved up in an overshooting B wave, came down again in a C wave, in my opinion, so that we had this as an A, B, C structure. And here the 37 cent level did hold so far. Again, that's a very important level for a wave 2. You can also use here the... that's the dog, by the way, that's not me, just lying next to me here. You can use the measurement of these fibs as well to calculate the ideal length of the third wave. And well, the 1-to-1 ratio was already broken, but the 1.618 extension would be one more way of one more target. Yeah, so I would not rule out that it eventually will come down to that level at 36.5 cents, but then we have come down so much that it then it's that's sort of why I have it as orange as a 1-2 setup, because any coin that drops below the 78.6 retracement is it highlights that this setup will eventually break. So if it, for example, comes down to the 88.7 fib here, at 36.67, I mean, this would not invalidate a 1-2 setup, but just from experience, it just indicates the weakness, and it indicates that the pattern will eventually break. Now, they can still react and still rally, but eventually it could still break. Yeah, so it could just be a bearish rally then, because it often indicates that the market is not willing to put that buying power in. All right, I'm not going to cut that out. It's just a dog leaving the room. All right, okay. That the market is not willing to put that third wave buying power in, which would normally be needed after a wave 2. Okay, so here that's why it's in orange, because I don't trust it too much, but also I don't have a much more likely count or more reliable count. There is not always a highly reliable setup or high probability setup. Yeah, this one can of course work out. That's why it's on the chart. It's a fairly decent reward to risk setup. It's just the orange color indicates that it's, in my opinion, higher risk of failure. And if that setup works out and it indeed moves to the upside, what would I like to see? First of all, I need to see a break above the recent swing low, which would be here at, let me change that, here, which would be a move to 38.26 cents above that. And then we need to see a break above the wave 1 high, this one here, which was at 40.47 cents. And all of these breaks would increase the probability that the low has been made, and target for that third wave would be up there, yeah, round about 43.7 cents. So it's pretty decent reward to risk ratio from where we are. And that's sort of what I can tell you at the moment about XRP. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.